Good morning, good afternoon. Today we're doing a BÉIS luggage review, okay? So I recently got a bunch of stuff from BÉIS for my birthday, and yeah, I just traveled with them. So I'm gonna give my first impressions and a full detailed review. So if you want to just follow me over here to the kitchen space, we'll just do a little demonstration. So these are the 3 items that I got. This is the largest size of the luggage, and this is the smallest size of the luggage, and this is the hanging backpack, it's called. Okay, and I got these in beige and this in black. So I've traveled once with these bags, and this one, story time, it got left at home. They did not put it on the plane for some reason to my university town, so I flew here and couldn't find my bag on the carousel, my new fancy bag, and I was very upset, but we found it, it got delivered, it's fine. But it had a couple like marks on it and scratches, but after I think I spent 15 minutes maybe just scrubbing with like a Clorox Lysol wipe, it's all gone, just all the surface like dirt is gone. There's just a couple little marks that are like, what I'm assuming are marks of the paint, which I couldn't erase. So that I'm actually fine with, like I don't mind because that means I used the luggage. That means it worked. I traveled with it, so that's awesome. Now we're gonna talk about all the features in a second. Okay, wait, like this little mark here, you know? Anyways, just a little disclaimer, something to know before you buy, especially in the light color. I still really wanted the light color anyway, so I didn't really care. I also really like that it's a hard shell because that means I can wipe it. It's not fabric, it doesn't like stain, you know? Okay, so let's get into some of my favorite features of the bag. First of all, we're just gonna go in order that I see. There's a squishy handle. So there is a nice little foam padding here that makes it very comfortable, very helpful if you have to walk really far in the airport, which I do. And it's this nice little gold shiny color on the inside. This handle looks invisible, but then it comes up, which is nice. There is, it expands a decent bit, like I think it's like 2 inches or something like that, so it really does expand. And also all of my previous suitcases have been soft, and so I've been able to just stuff as much stuff as I can in them because they'll just like stretch. But I like that this one will confine me to just the shape, and that's it. It has 4-wheel spin, which is very important for me. The handle goes up to here, all the way or halfway. Nice and easy to use. Spinning, there's also a handle on the side. Now this is something I'm really excited to talk about, which is this. You might be wondering, what does that do? Because that's what I was wondering too, okay? So, it's a little base, and it stretches out. That's something like this, right? Now, here is how it works. We're just gonna remove this for a second. You take the smaller one. Ready for the magic? So you take this out. You lift the handle of this, and it snaps on. And then, look what I can do! Isn't that the coolest thing literally ever? Like, look at this side like this, but like, oh my god! I'm obsessed! And so, this is for the largest size and the smallest size. If you have the medium-sized one, then it actually connects, like, it'll like stand up to this point, then you can take the tongue thing and just like loop it and then set it back on, if that makes sense. See what it snaps back into place? That's also helpful for holding like backpacks on the edge and whatever. So I think that is literally so innovative. Let me show you one more time up close up. Okay, so you line up your luggage. This is the biggest and the smallest. Pull out this, I don't know, I keep calling it a tongue, I don't really know why. Now, stretch it down, lift up, it's hard for me, lift up the handle, push it through until you get it past this little ridge here, and then it just snaps on. Literally so cool. And all of them have it, even the smaller ones. So for this one, I could attach a little bag on it by like looping something on here and then snapping it back in, and then it would be like a little loop holder. But yeah. Okay, so I'm officially given into sitting on the floor. we're gonna talk about the locks now on it because I think that's a really, really, really awesome, cool, innovative feature. Okay, so I'm gonna show the locks and how they work on the mini size luggage because it's literally the exact same external features as the large one. So when your code is set to 000, which is the one that it is initially at, which I changed when I was traveling, but the zippers will snap right into these little holes, which I'll show you, like keyholes, right? And it locks them perfectly. I love how like sleek it looks, like you can't see them, they're not flapping in the way, and it's, you know, you literally can't pull them if you try when it's locked. Okay, now I'm gonna change my code off camera to my code that I, programmed it to, which is, there's good instructions for that on their website. So I programmed my code, and you go like this. The locks pop out, or sorry, the zippers pop out, and now you can open it. And you can only, I'll show you how they stick back in. You can only stick them back in once you're at the right code. So you kind of have to twist it down and then, boop. Twist it down and then, nice. And there you go. That is the lock feature. Now if I were to scramble my numbers, random numbers, right? This doesn't go. You can't pull it. So your bag is locked. Amazing! Another feature on these luggages is this little flashing weight limit indicator, which I honestly, in full transparency, do not know how to use because luckily my bag on the way here was underweight, which never happens, but apparently this little screen next to the handle, and it's right there on the big one as well, will like flash red if it's overweight. Now I have no idea how that works. That would be very handy for me because I am extremely an overpacker. But yeah, I'll keep you posted if I figure out that indicator weight thing. On the menu here, I kind of just want to point out again, like how much, like I love how much thought went into everything. Everything is like so like chic. Like I love the size of this nice little zipper, and it's slightly different than these zippers because these ones have to, stick into the keyholes. 4 wheels, you know the drill. It's the perfect size. It will fit in the overhead cabin because it's the carry-on one. This is more for carry-on, this is more for checking. Now we're gonna take a look inside the luggages. Okay, so you'll see these similarities again. They look the same. I'm gonna go over the big one just so you can have a better picture. So on the right side, there is a flap with a clear zipper packet and a not clear zipper packet. And if you open it up, nice, simple, big, same hard shell. And this zips up just like this. And there's double zippers, which is very helpful. Voila. And on this side, there is 2 buckles on top to help keep all your stuff in, which I appreciate. As well as a like flap over thing. And then, just the basic luggage. There is also a mesh pocket, and again, I just love all the thought and detail that went into the design of these bags. It's so cool. This part is also removable by a button, so if you don't want this flap on, you don't have to have it on. So I can just go like this, and off it goes. Nice and simple. There's another pocket here, of course, as if we didn't have enough pockets. It's amazing. I'm guessing just for storing dinner type things. But yeah, it can get overwhelming with how many pockets there are, but I try to see it as an opportunity. And yeah, the little guy is literally the exact same, just smaller proportions. And there you have it. Also, fun fact, the small luggage fits inside the big luggage. I was traveling with not that much stuff, and I got the suitcases for my birthday, of course, and I needed them both here so I could move out with them. But I couldn't fill both of them independently, so I filled the small one, put it inside the big one, filled some stuff around inside the big one, and it was amazing. So in case you're wondering, they do fit inside each other, even though it's like a half and half opening type thing. Each of the luggages also came with a little dirt bag, like type a laundry bag kind of thing to help separate any dirty clothes or dirty laundry you have throughout your trip, which I really, really like, but mine's in the wash right now. So I can't show you. There was also just another mesh bag to help separate things that you don't want meshing with everything else in your luggage, which I really appreciate. I am going to zip one of these back up to help show you the hanging backpack now. Okay, so with the hanging backpack, mine's empty right now, but it doesn't look that different when it's full. It's really like seamless the way you can just pop onto your bag. Very helpful. A little bit more of a view. Yes. And so let's dive into the interior of the hanging backpack. So here's a quick look at the BÉIS hanging backpack. It's kind of triangular from the side, but I really actually like how it looks and how it feels especially. So there's a pocket here to start with. Nice little pocket. A very roomy pocket on the side. And again, a really spacious like water bottle holder too. So how you open it is actually a bit different than normal. There's little buckles down here, which you can unsnap on both sides. And then this just opens like that. So if you just flap this over without attaching the clips, which I know is tempting because it takes some time, you'll see that these straps just dangle like so, which isn't like the end of the world, but I traveled with this just yesterday as my carry-on, and I always prefer to clip it up even if it took a couple extra seconds. I also think that it's helpful in terms of like safety measures because anyone at the airport can like steal anything from you. So I like to have that extra protection. Now this opens like this, okay? So yeah, of course you don't have to open it all the way, but I'm just gonna do that to show you how just spacious it is. It's crazy. There's pockets here, pockets here, pockets here, pockets here. And this part actually, it unbuttons to make like a big rectangular shaped bag, which is, if that's what you need, then go for it. I tried to keep it triangular just so I was motivated to pack less, but you can definitely just make it look like this if you so choose. However, that is not necessarily the main attraction of this bag. The main attraction is of course the hanging part. So let's get to that part. Look at what comes inside this bag. A fully collapsible like hanging divider thing. It's like so crazy to think this bag is literally all you need for like even a week-long trip. I can see. So you don't need it. I can throw this in my closet for when I don't need to use it. Or like literally what? So you can squish a bunch of stuff in your bag to pack. It's literally so spacious in there. And then arrive at your place and be like, huh, here's a closet. Amazing. You technically could also like have this sitting inside the bag while you're traveling to help divide it at that point too. But yeah, I just thought that was like so crazy and innovative. Again, I know I keep saying innovative, but like it's crazy. So how it works is you can unbuckle this and loop it over like a rod or something, or there is a little hanger provided as well. Another pro of the hanging backpack is it slid perfectly under the seat in front of me on the plane. Like literally perfect. It's because also the design of the bag prevents you from having this big bulging like thing that mine normally does, that my bags normally end up being. So it just slid perfectly, like no issues at all. It was amazing. And also like you don't have to obviously open the flap up all the way to get stuff out. So I just kept my stuff right at the top and it was amazing. Like it's really blowing me away, this bag. But yeah, so I used to use this little bag as a carry-on on the plane, which I made a video about, so go watch that if you want. But something to point out is they match. Like look at how cute they go together. It's so like chic and amazing. And of course there's the little backpack or the little slider thing. I love it. Now, like I said, I probably will not be using this for travel going forward because I could just like make it just so circular, which is not helpful for shoving underneath the seat. It's also like, you know, a nicer material and I didn't really want to keep wearing it down. So I think I'll just stick with this one for school and like other little outings and stuff like that. So yeah, that brings me to the end of this BÉIS travel luggage and backpack review. The way they're able to make like travel accessories so good looking and so functional, like it's so innovative. They really thought of every detail and yeah, it's crazy. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm in love with everything. I highly recommend. I really appreciate you being here.